ready for your level 2 act of the night? Just 28 hours ago, these were where you are now. So let's get our hands clapping. And our hands clapping for Kellen! Hellions!
I'm the instructor, Kellen Hodgson, and let's meet our class here.
Megan.
Dustin.
Chris.
Robbie.
Kimberly!
Josh. Andrew. Rob. Ian.
Yes! First game we're going to play is called Foursquare, and it's for Gabby, Josh, Brock, and Chris. If you guys would get into your square, please. This game, we're going to have 4 scenes going on at once. The 2 front players will be your scene that's happening at the moment, and then we'll rotate throughout. So let's get a suggestion for Gabby and Chris here.
Cleaning the kitchen.
Cleaning the kitchen. I love it. All right, cleaning the kitchen. Shift right. Shift that way. Right. And that's how the game's going to go. You watch. We're going to be shifting right all the time. So let's get an occupation for these guys.
Plumber. Air pilot.
Whale watchers. You guys are whale watchers. All right, shift right. Let's get a relationship for these 2 guys. How do they know each other?
Best friends.
Best friends. You guys are best friends. Shift right. And for these guys, a location they could fit on stage here.
A boat.
A boat. All right, take that as you will. Any kind of boat you guys want. All right. Any kind of boat. All right, shift right again. All right, let's review real quick.
Cleaning the
Clean the kitchen.
Cleaning the kitchen. Shift right.
Whale watching.
Whale watchers. Shift right.
Best friend.
Best friends. Shift right.
On a boat.
All right, shift right. And we'll begin Foursquare in 3, 2, 1.
Man, Bounty really is the quicker picker-upper.
How old does it pick up rats and mold?
Oh, I don't know. You should Google that. Check.
All right. It does.
Ooh, that works out very well.
We're Bounty.
All right, gotta get that done before your mother comes.
Again with my mother.
Just saying, she doesn't have to always fluff my pillows. The pillows have been fluffed.
Shift right.
Jasmine, is that the legendary flying orca?
My God, Billiam, I think it is.
I've waited 50 years in this spot to see that whale. It's a real letdown.
His wings are set. It's just kind of floating. Like, it's not, it seems kind of aimless. Did you go to the oversized butterfly net store?
Yeah, I got a tiny one.
The whale it's an oversized butterfly net store. You would have had to have that specially made. Why would you do that for our mission?
Well, 50 years then in a spot looking for a whale, I'm not very smart. Hey George, have you seen Call of Duty 55?
I just picked it up from Walmart today, Jerry.
How long did you wait in the line?
You know, it's Walmart. Wait.
Alright, man, I can't wait to play it. Can you give it to me?
Sure.
Well, this is a VHS.
I thought it was a movie.
Call of Duty 55 is a movie.
It sounds like a movie.
It does. I mean, you know, we should make a movie of Call of Duty 55.
That's a great idea.
Shift right.
Daddy, this doesn't look like the Disney cruise you promised. Timmy, I just wanted to come teach you how to sell. jib ho. Jib ho. I'll jib ho for you, Daddy. And when you get done with that, scrub the decks and make it look pretty.
What are these other kids doing?
Your brother and sister, they're cleaning the below deck.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Dang it, your mother's gonna be here in 5 minutes and you spilled red wine all over the carpet. What are we gonna do?
Well, and those pillows just aren't fluffed up to perfection yet.
With the pillow? That's your mother talking.
You know what she's like when she sees red wines and unfluffed pillows.
I know, and she raised you to hate my level of pillow fluffiness. That is the level of fluff I like to keep my pillows at. You knew that when you married me. It was in the vows.
You're right, it definitely was. I should read the fine print. I was totally gonna do.
Well, we have the tiny butterfly net, so all we could get was a chunk of his tail.
Alright, so we're gonna clone this, right?
Of course.
Alright, and we're gonna make an orca flying whale army?
Of course.
And what country? We're gonna take over Spain.
Of course.
Yes.
They're very vulnerable to
It's a
flying
very,
whale attacks.
and a very tactical position for conquering the world.
Very much is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't
So-
think that floating whales would be a prime aggressor to take over Spain, but they totally are.
The Spaniards eat them and they become very aggressive.
Oh yeah, you know how Spaniards hate whales and that stereotype.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty 55, that's a 55-year-old who's having a call to duty.
So we're gonna start with a panorama on this man who he's in a long seminar and he really needs to go to the bathroom. And we're just going to have a 55-minute panorama all the way to the 55-year-old man. People are gonna love it.
I've never seen that done before. It's gotta be
There's a
pretty
reason.
characterized.
These Mickey Mouse shoes are really heavy. Are we doing
It's a new kind of shoe. Just go with it.
Okay, Daddy. Does Mommy know about this?
Your mom knows, and she's fine with it.
Well, that's reassuring.
Now stop squirming so I can pick you up and set you off to sea.
Gotta say, of all the times your mother's visited, that one was the worst.
That was bad.
Yeah, she's gotten a lot more anti-Semitic since last I saw her. Yeah, she didn't have to like put my menorah under the table.
Was it mascara or was it a little something? I don't know.
I don't know. She's your mother.
In hindsight, the Spaniards, they're not to be messed with. I thought my whale army would save me. Why didn't you help? You should have helped me.
You know I'm not a loyal person. I switched sides very abruptly when I noticed the whales weren't taking the war.
Why didn't you take the whale side?
They're whales. They're the most intelligent creatures besides dolphins, maybe.
They're probably smarter than me.
Call of Duty 55 is a nominee for the Oscars. Can you
What kind of world? I mean, this is a great world to live in. Singapore. I can't really believe it. Thank you so much for this great idea.
It was all because of Walmart.
I was saved by pirates, Daddy.
the ugly. This is for Josh, Ian, and Megan, in whatever order you guys would like. This is going to be an advice show, sort of like the doctors or something like that. And we'll need questions from you, the audience, and we have a panel of experts here that are going to be giving good, bad, and ugly advice. So what's something that they can be experts on that you might need help with?
Wine.
Wine? I heard wine. All right, we've got some wine experts here. We're going to be taking questions from our studio audience. They're going to answer everything you need to know about wine. Let's meet our experts.
Hello, I am Jorge from Mickey's Cellar.
Jorge from Mickey's Wine Cellar. Next up.
My name's Bob. I buy a lot of wine, usually Boone's Farm.
All right. And lastly on our panel.
Hello, my name is Poppy, and I live inside a fermentation cellar.
As you can see, we are experts in wine. Now we need to know what you need to know about wine. Does anybody have a question? Show of hands. Any question right there?
Expire.
When does wine expire? Does wine expire, and if so, when?
Well, actually, I'd like to answer that. Here at Jorge, at Mickey's Cellar, our wine can last 1,000 years. So if you just pick up our red, super hot, spicy wine, you can take it in the next millennium.
Okay, all right, very long lasting. Next up.
Wine don't really expire. I mean, all the ingredients that are there to provide you with what wine needs to provide you, like drunkenness, those are all intact for many years to come.
Okay, Poppy.
Down in my cellar, when it expires, I just take a shower in it. And it gets really thick, and I just use it as lube.
If it does expire, find another use for it. All right, next question.
I lost my cork. What do I do?
What do you do if you lose your cork?
Well, if you lose your cork, what I find is that you can essentially get a sponge and just put it in the bottle. Otherwise, at Mickey's Cellar, we sell corks for $55 a piece.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, get yourself a new cork.
Quite honestly, I never drank any wine that required a cork. I'm partial to that box wine. You don't even need to worry about it.
Give yourself some box wine.
If you lose your cork, you can just put your finger in it or pull out your butt plug.
Find other uses for it. All right, last question about wine.
Explain nitrates.
What was that? What's the best wine to have with fish? It's a good wine pairing for fish.
All wine is great with fish.
Wine, great with fish.
Well, I'm partial to the beans and weenies. I don't have a lot of experience with fish, but I imagine any Boone's Farm variety would be great with a fish. Treat yourselves.
Down in my cellar, I eat rats, not fish. So I always pair it with rats and fish.
All right, give it up for our expert. The next game is for Megan, Chris, and Brock, and it is called Sit, Stand, Bend. Thank you. We've got a chair out here. They're going to have a scene, and at all times, someone has to be sitting, someone has to be standing, and someone must be bending. So can I get a suggestion for any kind of workspace they could be working in? IT support. All right, we got IT support, and we'll see Sit, Stand, Bend in 3, 2, 1.
That is not what you click on. Oh, okay. What you need to click is...
You do it.
All right.
Just pull out this router over here. How you do it old school?
Now that I've shown you what you need to do, please come demonstrate to you.
Oh, too late.
Or you. Come on. Let's take a look.
This is how you do
What kind
it.
of skills you got?
I played a lot of Atari.
What? Sorry?
Where does this floppy disk go?
This here is Windows 10.
What's Windows?
Are you kidding me? Never heard of Windows?
I dropped my floppies. Hold on.
I'll show you how it's done.
All right, let's take a look. That's not what you click on. That's not what you click on.
I just stood up. That feels good.
I need a closer look here. What is it you're clicking on?
I'm looking it up on YouTube.
That is absolutely not what you're
YouTube?
supposed to do.
Content world YouTube. I'm not very good at IT.
YouTube is blocks here on our firewall.
Ha! You do it.
Listen, I mean, I can't unblock it for you. It's a division controlled policy. All right, well, what is it y'all want, guys? I mean, are you looking up recipes or something? I mean, that's not really work related, wouldn't you agree?
The Pioneer Woman is work related.
Our next name is for Andrew, Dustin, and Kimberly. It's called Hollywood Director. They're going to be filming a Hollywood movie, and at different times we're going to be changing the genre on them. So can I get a suggestion for a name of a movie that isn't real?
Bob, after dark.
My name is Bob.
Bob After Dark. Okay. This movie is called Bob After Dark, and we're going to start it as an inspirational Oscar-winning film.
Me before you.
Okay, so let's see. We'll have Dustin. You're Bob. Okay, you'll be our Bob, friend to Bob, and the villain in some way. All right, and we'll figure that out as we go. So Bob After Dark, and we'll start this film in 3, 2, 1, action.
Bob, I don't care what your boss, Louise, who walks with a peg leg and speaks in a thick Irish accent, you can do anything. You can perform juggling after dark, Bob.
I'm gonna try.
That's it.
Oh my God.
It's her.
Hey, boys.
Hi.
You're no good, you know. Bob is good. Bob can juggle after dark all he wants.
Ma'am.
What now, Buttercup?
You're on your own this time, Bob.
Okay, guys, this is great. The tension is high. I love the juggling competition. Beautiful. But we've got some notes from the studio. We're going to have to change it up a little bit. Can I get any genre of film? Documentary. Western. All right, we're going to have to take this in a more Western tone. So keep the juggling, keep all that, but Old West, okay? All right, 3, 2, 1, action. Well, I know you're a better juggler than me. I'm practicing hard. And at the juggling finals, I won't beat you.
You will never beat me.
What?
I am the best in the land.
What we got here, folks, is a classic juggling standoff. It may not be as interesting as a gunfight, but there is more balls.
Can you do this?
Oh, there
I
he
can do one
goes.
better.
Well, that was just so good, I might as well spit.
Cut. Okay, turns out focus groups did not like juggling. So we're going to switch it up. Any genre films? We're going to make this into a rom-com. A romantic comedy. So maybe, between your juggling competitions, you find something in each other. Find some common ground. So romantic comedy, 3, 2, 1, action.
You know, Bob, you're so focused on your career, you really need to find love. Oh, look, here's a convenient intense lady right there.
Yeah, but juggling is just so much fun. I just...
Now, Bob, you're juggling the balls, but are you juggling your work and life balance?
What's your name?
I am no longer needed here, folks.
What are you doing, Chris?
Tell her you got balls, Bob. You got 3 of them, but it's okay. It's no big deal.
I love juggling. What are your thoughts on juggling?
I love to juggle. Can you juggle 4?
Oh boy, Bob, here you go. This is your chance. We've been working. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh no, you gotta have help, Bob.
Okay. This is great, guys. We gotta get to the climax, though. Big ending here. Any horror. I heard horror right here. So we're gonna go horror. Somebody's got to make some kind of turn here from romance to horror. So let me see something big. 3, 2, 1, action. So.
You thought that you were... Oh, my only weakness!
Justin, Andrew, Kimberly, Ian, Gabby, and Megan. We're going to have 3 scenes going, and they're going to be stealing lines from each other. You'll see how it works as it goes, folks. So, right here for these 2, I need a suggestion for an occupation.
Cricket farmer.
It's bigger.
Tennis player.
Tennis players.
Collector.
You guys are tennis players, all right? And for these 2, a relationship. How do they know each other?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. All right. And for these guys, I need a place that can fit on the stage.
Campsite.
A campsite. You guys are at a campsite. All right. So we got campsite, and it's complicated. Tennis players. All right. We'll see this game in 3, 2, 1. Good sir. So, how's it been going?
You know, you should really work on your grunts. I'm just saying, they really help your arm.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, I've been thinking. I'm gonna buy a Ferrari.
Really, a Ferrari? That's a really cool car.
Yeah.
What? Mine was good.
Not good, but hey, chicks love it.
That's true. It's fun.
Chicks love it.
I agree.
Your beard is just like hot today.
Thank you. I've been manicuring for you, girl. Now, what's this husband you got going on here?
Don't worry about my husband.
Oh, well,
It's so complicated.
Now, when you
You,
say
my
that,
dear.
we're complicated?
Everything is complicated in life, but I just can't help myself.
Okay, Randy, everything is complicated in life, but I forgot the rest of it, so I'm just gonna start tying the knot. I guess that's what I get for picking something so long. Like this rope. Here, you start tying.
No, master, I don't know how.
Oh, that's okay. That's what you're here for. Now go. Learn to tie the knot. You saw me do it. Oh boy, you're really not good at tying knots, are you?
No.
Okay, let's go swimming. You've been swimming before, son?
No. Yeah.
Okay, you'll do fine. Come on, let's go. Okay, first we gotta strip down.
Okay.
Girl, I know it's been complicated up till now, but I think if we just strip down, we might change our mind.
Oh, girl.
You got a beautiful body.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, you got tennis balls.
Oh my gosh, you got tennis balls.
I know, I brought them for this purpose.
Hey, you don't quit playing
I've been thinking, pizza sounds pretty good right now.
Pizza does sound.
Pizza sounds really good right now, right before we go swimming. I think that's a perfect idea. Okay, you ever made a pizza before?
No.
Oh, you'll do fine. Come on. Okay, first you just knead the dough. Oh yeah, you need that. Keep kneading the dough. Yeah, there. Oh.
Yeah, there you go, girl. Just knead that dough.
Yes?
Just like that, baby. You know,
Girl, what's my husband gonna think?
I don't know, girl. Who cares?
Well,
I don't. All right, we're
Need
having
it.
fun here.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're having fun in here.
Yeah, you could slow down.
No!
I know, just.
No.
It has 3 digits. I'm just saying that's too fast.
No, Scoutmaster, I'm not comfortable kneading your dough.
Now, son, I gotta tell you, what happens at camp stays at camp.
Why'd you bring me out here?
Okay, that got really dark. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Everything's fine. The dough we're talking about is the pizza still. How about that? Okay, you got the cheese. You got the cheese, the pepperoni. We're just having a wholesome time here at the camp.
We're just having a wholesome time here. I don't want you.
He's not just having a wholesome time. Nothing to worry about, you know. I don't think your husband has to find out about this.
I don't think your husband has to. Depending on life you have to me in this Ferrari. I know this is sort of your thing. You guys love Ferraris together.
They're awesome.
They are awesome.
You're awesome too.
You're awesome.
Oh, thank you, baby.
I can't be with him anymore. But
I don't want you to be. Let's go start our own adventure together.
Let's start our own adventure, a PG adventure that's fun.